1, 2, is this on?
In wrestling, there's times where fans get to see things they're not supposed to. Perhaps it could be private footage that breaks kayfabe, or rivals appearing together in the wrong scene.
SummerSlam live exclusively on pay-per-view. But coming up next on Sunday night, after Sunday Night Heat on USA.
For this video, we'll showcase plenty of stuff that was never intended to air, including obvious botches that were uploaded to WWE streaming platforms by mistake.
What does that mean? Now what?
Now what?
As well as leak shows. We'll also look at a few behind-the-scenes bloopers you may not remember.
Holy moly.
Today we highlight moments WWE don't want you to see.
Hey Vince, you want me to say that every time? Because I said it a shitload of times tonight. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. So you want... Yes, sir. Yep.
Sometimes on the weekly shows, the production truck will accidentally air the wrong pre-tape. Certain segments are filmed earlier in the day, and in rare instances, WWE have shown an outtake live instead of the one intended for TV.
Ladies, what's going on?
Gentlemen, as you know, the Ultimate Warrior.
SummerSlam report. I'm... Well, not again.
The truck can also cut to a segment too early, meaning the wrestlers aren't yet prepared for the scene.
We are back live on Sunday Night Heat, counting down to Unforgiven live on pay-per-view.
And in a similar vein, the director might hold on a shot too long, meaning fans get to briefly see the wrestlers out of character since they don't think they're on live camera anymore.
Wrath giving chase to Jericho. Fans, the bell has sounded. We do have a count out.
They're celebrating, King.
Well, I know they are.
I don't know what they're doing. It's Backlund lost his mind.
WWE will usually edit out botches so that the segment or match appears seamless on their streaming platforms. This is naturally most evident with shows that originally aired live, but on occasion, WWE have uploaded the wrong version of a tape show on streaming compared to the one that originally aired on television, a version that actually includes the botches as opposed to the one that's taken them out.
I was out there defending my tag titles with my brother Edge. I was out there trying to regain my tag team titles with my brother Rock.
Your ears do not deceive you. Your ears do not deceive you.
Totally changed the complexion of this match. Cargill.
In the case of WCW Thunder from the year 2000, some episodes featured unedited botches that WCW previously took out for TV. In such cases, WWE just simply uploaded the wrong tape.
And DDP and Jerry continue their battle up the scaffold area. And DDP and Jerry continue their battle up the scaffold area.
What does that mean? Now what?
What does that mean? Now what?
The WWE have also uploaded the wrong versions of their own shows before, such as the January 1st Raw from 2001. This was a tape show that aired as such on TNN back in the day, but the version on streaming is the live broadcast, which includes botches that were previously edited out.
And the winner of your match, William Regal! And the winner of your match, Steven Regal!
The same goes for a botched sequence in the women's tag match from the September 1st, 2008 Raw, which was taped one day prior. The mess up was edited down considerably for television, but appears unedited on streaming platforms.
This is a struggle. This is a struggle. Oh.
And lastly, as a bonus, here's a few bloopers that never made air.
You know, Steph,
No respect for that microphone.
turn the sumbitch on.
Holy moly.
Take 23. Take 32. Take 41.
Don't say the number.
I've lost count.
Most of Chris Benoit's career has been left intact on WWE streaming services like Netflix or Peacock. His promos and matches are all there. The company just won't feature Benoit's name or picture, nor will they show him on anything new that's made.
Other than my comments, there will be no mention of Mr. Benoit's name in this program.
This show is dedicated to everyone who has been affected by this terrible incident.
This is not counting the Mr. McMahon documentary, which wasn't produced by WWE. The company also doesn't upload anything featuring Chris to their various YouTube channels, nor any past documentaries in which he features heavily in, and especially not his Hard Knocks DVD, which showed Benoit celebrating his world title win in the ring with his family at WrestleMania 20. Some fans have mistakenly said this was edited off Mania 20, when in reality it never aired on the broadcast, and only came to light due to being featured on Benoit's DVD from 2004. Sometimes Benoit can be seen briefly in newer documentaries made after 2007, but he's never mentioned or referenced.
Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko on WWF Brawl.
There was, however, one time that Benoit was directly acknowledged by a wrestler at a WWE show after June 07, but it didn't make the air, though the footage is located in WWE's private archive, never to be released for the public. In his 2008 Hall of Fame speech, Ric Flair infamously listed Benoit's name when going through the members of the Four Horsemen. This was only heard by those in the building since the ceremony didn't air live, and therefore was edited off the show's eventual release.
With Dean Malenko, Mongo, Arndine, Mongo are the reason I came back to WCW when I was off.
Benoit's name was reportedly met with some boos, but was mostly cheered by those in attendance. In terms of past weekly shows Benoit was on, one of the few things WWE have edited off their streaming featuring him is a promo that aired on the February 6, 2003 SmackDown. The footage was shown just before Chris's match with Kurt Angle. The reason it was taken out is likely due to Benoit not necessarily mentioning his own wife and kids, but rather what he said he's going to do to Angles. To set the scene, Kurt had just mentioned how his WWE title and gold medals were like his wife and kids. He did this after interrupting Chris, who was speaking about his family's reaction to the match with Angle at the 2003 Royal Rumble.
This title is my wife, Chris. These medals are my children, and I look forward to one day taking your family away from you.
Given the nature of what Benoit did to his wife Nancy and youngest son Daniel in 2007, WWE saw fit to retrospectively edit this promo out entirely. Some fans have referenced Benoit and been seen on camera during WWE shows, though the company tries their best to censor such instances.
Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye.
The final pick of the first round. Raw selects.
Other example of crowd censorship include WWE removing audience signs because they don't want what's on the sign to be seen on television.
Perfectly valid reason.
No! Y'all gonna do some damage control.
They wanted momentum tonight.
This also includes certain shirts fans are wearing, not to mention blurring out the old WWF Scratch logo, which the company is only allowed to use in historical footage and non-current broadcasts.
Came back with a strong Nitro win over Eddie Guerrero that I think instilled more confidence in Ray Jr. than ever before.
And now Dominic Mysterio.
Chris got out of Dodge just in time. Many hours of my life have I lost playing this growing up.
John Cena is looking to reclaim the WWE Championship.
On the shows that used to be taped like SmackDown, not everything that was filmed made it to air. Examples include dark matches and the bonus stuff for the live crowd that happens once the show is over.
No, this ain't no more gaming. I want you to guzzle that some bitch.
Souvenir stand. What the hell is that? Like fucking bullshit hit me in the fucking balls. Let him bring that gun in here and do that fucking shit again. I'll ram the thing up his fucking ass. I don't care. I don't give a shit if that gun's $10,000. I'll break the motherfucker.
The Rock thanks you for that.
One such example occurred on October 4, 2001. The aired broadcast ends with the referees celebrating with Rock and Chris Jericho after they all teamed up and won their match against the Dudleys and WCW ref Nick Patrick. But what viewers at home didn't get to see was the post-match where more WCW refs get beaten up by the WWF officials as well as Rock and Jericho.
What the hell is this? He doesn't want to leave Charles Robinson out of the mix with a power bomb.
Eventually, senior official Earl Hebner ran down to get in on the act, hitting his own referee's elbow, if we can even call it that.
Oh my goodness. It's Earl Hebner. Oh, the Hebner elbow.
Rehearsal footage or wrestlers going over their match is something WWE tries their best to keep under wraps. But over the years, a few different photos and pieces of footage have found their way online.
SummerSlam live exclusively on pay-per-view. But coming up next on Sunday night, after Sunday Night Heat on USA, it's G versus Z.
But he's got a smile on his face. Anyway, well, he's happy about something.
Triple H and The Rock can be seen practicing a sequence of moves earlier in the day, ahead of their 1-hour Iron Man match at Judgment Day 2000. Who was a guest commentator for the WLC match at Extreme Rules 2014, had his picture taken at the event before doors opened, although he was later forced to apologize for posting the photo, because in the background we can see John Cena and the Wyatts going over their upcoming match. In 2024, CM Punk posted a video to his social media, where the Wyatt Six and the Final Testament can be seen rehearsing spots for their tag match on Raw. Also that year, Punk was photographed with rival Drew McIntyre before fans were allowed into the arena. The picture was likely taken by a fan who worked for the building. Private footage of an NXT promo class from 2013 once leaked online and featured various future stars showcasing their charisma.
It's not even that. Oh, sleep.
Whoa,
sleep
hands off the suit, Toots.
Sorry. You're on that show with The Rock. The hero. I love that show. I'm Bailey.
I spent an entire month of Ramadan training in Turkey just to stay uncomfortable.
I got Paige trying to come at me, and I'm like, Angelo, shut up. Angelo, I'm trying to talk about Paige right now.
The Roast of WrestleMania in 2025 was hosted by comedian Tony Hinchcliffe and featured a wide array of wrestlers, each of whom would roast each other and anyone else they wished to mention. The show was never intended to air, though it has leaked online. The roast featured plenty of X-rated, risque and offensive jokes you'd never hear said on WWE television, and thus the show faced a lot of backlash online. Paul Heyman was perhaps the most unhinged WWE talent on the night. He buried Braun Strowman to his face for not being on WrestleMania 41.
Quite frankly, Braun Strowman just sucks. If you're looking for a reason why you weren't on WrestleMania this year, Braun, that's pretty much the fucking answer.
Paul then took shots at The Miz, who was also on the panel.
I applaud The Miz. I just would like to know if The Miz ever thought his star would be so big, it would almost be as big as his wife's vagina.
Paul later made fun of Shayna Baszler, who wasn't present at the show.
I actually just got a text message backstage. Please stop talking about the private parts of our personalities. There goes 3 minutes about Shayna Baszler's penis.
Nia Jax later came on and threw shade at Cody Rhodes, who was probably still on his bus, emotional about losing the WWE title to John Cena a few hours earlier.
Cody Rhodes reminds me of a whiny politician. That motherfucker would gag on a hairy nutsack if it means he would get a push.
Before finishing up, Jax addressed her reputation for being stiff in the ring.
So let me get this out of the way. I'm Nia Jax. Yes, I've hurt half of the women's roster. And no, I don't give a fuck.
R-Truth was probably the funniest on the show. He told a bedroom joke featuring detailed info about private parts that's too graphic for YouTube. Triple H then made a surprise appearance at the end and spoke about Truth.
You want to talk the truth? Maybe he can teach you how to put the tip in or something.
The game then hit his catchphrase to send the crowd home happy.
Hopefully everybody had a blast at WrestleMania weekend. And if you didn't, I got 2 words for you.
Fuck it!
Fuck off.
Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our similar video on 10 WWE promos that got uncomfortably real. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.